I've been thinking it's been a while since I've done an actual review. And so I was gonna do one, but then I was a little bit like, no. Mace smash. Lightning fast. Punching staff. Shaped like a barrel. Can't do much. This is only my second time dipping my toes in the Cyberverse pool. The first one was that Optimus, which I got because I thought I was first, and this is one that I think I might be first again. Well, maybe not by the time I get it out. But, how can you go past a sharkticon, bro? Army build and fill it out!
Look at him, bulbous barrel-chested bastard. Sorry, Thew. I know that's your game, but look at him, seriously. I just aesthetically, looking at him, right, before you touch him, because... God, Cyberverse is a weird line. Like, I can't understand a lot of the choices they make. I'll concede that there must be reasons for some of the things, but they're odd. I don't know if they're endearing, but they're very odd. Looking at him, to me, this is what my memories of the 86 movie look like. Like, I know if you pulled up an image reference, there'd be differences, but to just, like, my memories, this is just what they look like. Getting their no talkie on. But that starts to fall apart a little bit when we get to the articulation. So we got ball jointed shoulders. Yeah, cool. So he can get his like monkey on and eat energon goodies. But his elbow is a swivel joint, but it's in the shape of a ball joint. It's like when the Small Soldiers toys came out and they had like molded articulation without having the articulation. It's just a weird choice. Like, that's fine for what you want them for. Like, you know, you're just packing out a scene with them. But then this to me is the strangest part, right? His legs kind of got a little bit of a knee, but there's no back or forward because his thigh plugs in. I'll admit, like, you know, cultivating some mass. Try and move me, bro. Try and move me. Cultivate mass. Try and move me. Why? Why would you limit that? Now he's just TikTok from Return to Oz. I will help you, Dorothy Gale. I've just thought this right now, but how much does TikTok look like Nick Offerman? His profile might be a little thin, but I feel like his face boots help fill it out a little bit. Not too bad. Probably going to be looking at him from the front anyway, right? Or the 3/4? Or the Dutch angle? Here's his little mace for his, you know, fabled mace mashing action. So, I know that I am not the primary audience for this line. I have Siege, that's for us grown up types. This is for kids. As evidenced... by this kid getting their hair stuck in the gears. Don't put your gears in there. Read the book. Read the book or this could be you. Anyway, this is where his action gimmick works. So you kind of pump it. Oh, that sounded like I pumped it too hard. Then yeah, open him up. And this is another really weird detail, right? The Decepticon symbol bottom jaw, to activate the feature, you gotta lift up the jaw a little bit. Woo! And then away he goes. Mine never ends up on his chest, but you can pump it. You can repeat the action and it'll keep going. But then you need to lock it back down into place. Wow, that's literally what TikTok does as well in Return to Oz, to the Wheelers. Run, Dorothy Gale. I will protect you from the Wheelers. It seems my mace mash has run down. Who will wind me up? I gotcha. So to get him transformed is pretty simple, as you'd, you know, expect from a lion that doesn't let you move their legs. But I guess in a way, is that even more fan servicey and retro? Because how many G1 toys were locked together at the knee? And you just be like, why couldn't they have just molded it without that? Then they could move. Tail out the way. Swivel. Swivel. Get rid of the mace. Fold up loosen the bottom jaw. Then the spinning action, when you're putting him into shark mode, you pin the arms back, and that's how you then lock him into place, so that he's not free forming all over the shop. Cool. So then, bottom jaw up, face be gone. Come around the back to the legs. Unhook them from the thighs. Foldy McFold fold. Oh, what's that? It got caught? It got caught in that thigh hook. That's super helpful. Oh no. Who could have seen that coming? Then you just fold it down. Give them the old click clack. Position that how you like it. Feet around. Grab your little Mace bro. Sticks in the back. And boom! Sharkticon. Whilst this is a nice shape behind his eyes to round that out, like I get it, what it essentially does is mean you get no, as in zero top jaw articulation without busting him in half. There's bottom jaw action, I guess, a little bit, but it feels like you're not supposed to use it because it's hiding the head. The legs, you know, do that thing. Another odd one. Molded. Can you see that? His little T-Rex hands, useless they may be, but they've molded him in place. There he is. Again, to me, this looks so cartoony, so G1 cartoony. Like, better than, was it Power of the Primes? Titans Returns? What was the other one? Whatever one this little log nug was from. So you can see he's quite a bit bigger. So he probably, honestly, if you were going with Siege, would scale better with those characters than he does with this little boy. But look, if we get, let's get Hot Rod back in here. That's a much closer size. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do, Hot Rod? If only there was someone who could, you know, help you sort this out. Don't worry, lad. I'll use the universal greeting on them. Ba weep, grana weep, ninny bon. Ba weep, grana weep, ninny bon? I love Hot Rod, but when he said that, oh god, it sounded obnoxious. It's like, that's the kind of line that you'd expect from Springer. Like, that's that kind of high school jock line. Like, don't you just know that if you were out late, if you've gone out for the night with Springer, you're hanging out with Springer, gets to about 3 a.m. and you're like, oh man, Spring Dog, it's getting pretty late. I think it's time to go. It's like, huh. Well, actually, 3 a.m., it's pretty early. It's like, oh god, Springer, no one needs that. I will say this for him, right? This version of Gnaw, if you've got a couple of other little army builder of the last set of Sharkticons, he works really well as like the next level up. You know, like in a side-scrolling video game, you'd have like the standard ones. It's like, cha, cha, cha. And then, so that you knew that, you know, it was business time, basically a slightly larger version of the same sprite with some different coloring would come in. It'd be like, whoop, 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 whoop. So, is he flawed? Yes, but, you know, what Sharkticon amongst us isn't? Who doesn't have their imperfections? Does that not make them worthy of love? I guarantee you, warts and all, this will end up being some kid's favorite toy. Like, objectively, you'd probably have to argue that, you know, this is better. Like, ooh, elbows, knees, like he's got more going on, more detail in the sculpt, but this feels more legit. I don't know, it's weird, even though it's like a, you know, a new design, it honestly feels more fan servicey than this little brosif did. Oh, I really like him. I can't help it. I can't help myself. This is great. I'm so glad I have it. If you see one, you should get one, but maybe just one, because it is at that higher price point, and like with everything I've kind of found a little bit with Cyberverse so far, I don't feel like you're getting what you pay for. In terms of like articulation, quality control, like apps, decos, even engineering to an extent, I don't know. But I have made an exception for Gnaw, because he is Gnaw. Wanna smash and stab all night and murder all of the day.